In this video, we'll be taking a look at some instances where dumb criminals were messing with the wrong cops. Let's get straight into it. Our first encounter just goes to show that you shouldn't even try to play games with the police because you're gonna get in trouble. This video begins with a cop approaching a woman in a car and asking her why she thinks he pulled her over. She takes a little time thinking about it and then just asks the cop what he needs. He then proceeds to list all the reasons for this traffic stop, some of them being running the stop sign, failing to use the designated lane, and careless driving. She starts to argue, to which the cop says that she can argue all she wants, but that isn't going to change anything.
Good afternoon. David Scott, the Sheriff's Office. You know why I pulled you over?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, which offense?
I don't know. Why do you think?
Scott.
Yep, Deputy Scott with the Sheriff's Office.
Yeah.
Do you know why I pulled you over?
What do you need, hun?
Well, this is a traffic stop.
Yeah.
And so I pulled you over, one, because I watched you cross the center line twice. I watched you cross the white line once.
I was gonna pass him.
And then you also ran the stop sign coming off of 18 on the 441. Yes, ma'am, you did.
Sir.
You've got to come
I'll
to
fight that.
You can fight whatever you want.
Then he tells her to get out of her car, and she does just that, but not before protesting a bit. She says that she has a kid in her car, hoping that it will somehow save her, but this cop assures her that she isn't going anywhere and that the kid will be just fine. She doesn't like it, but she eventually gets out of her car.
You want to step out the vehicle for me? So you can shut it off. Step out.
I have my kid. Who do I need to call?
Nobody. You're not going anywhere. I'm just having you step off because all these cars are passing me. Do you see all the cars coming? This is officer safety.
I'm not stupid. Stop.
You step out of the vehicle for officer safety reasons because all these cars are coming by me.
Sure.
Once she is out, the cop asks her if she has her driver's license with her, and she says that she doesn't. Then the cop tells her to walk towards his car, and she listens to him, but keeps turning around.
And we're going to walk back to the front of my car. Do you have your driver's license with you?
Nope.
You don't have a driver's license with you?
No.
I'm in the car. I'm just one, two.
All right, we just walk back to the front of my car.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Careful.
Who do I need to call?
Watch, don't walk in the road. Get over there.
Please stop.
Stop what? Charleston 43, she's extremely tonight.
Once she's near the police vehicle, the cop tells her to sit, but she doesn't want to. The cop decides to leave it at that and asks her if she has someone to call to pick her kid up. Then she decides to play games and tell the cop that she doesn't have a phone and actually asks him to give her his phone. Here, a cop decides that he has had enough of this woman's shenanigans and tries to place her in handcuffs.
Have a seat on the front of my car.
No.
Have a seat on the front of my car.
No.
Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
have to.
You do. All these cars are passing by.
I have to.
Who's the car registered to?
My grandmother.
Okay, so it's not you.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Alright, do you have anybody that come get that kid?
What now?
Do you have anybody that come get this kid?
Yeah. Do I need to make a phone call like I asked you earlier?
You do.
I know, honey. I'm not stupid.
Well, go ahead and make that phone call.
Cool. Give me a phone, please.
You don't have a phone with you?
Nope.
And you don't have a driver's license either, right?
I don't. Nope. I got nothing. No. So, no.
Put your hands on your back.
As you can imagine, the woman is resisting quite a bit. She's also calling the cop names in the process, but he just doesn't pay attention to that. The woman is resisting some more, even trying to kick the officer, which is why he has to put her on the ground. Once she's on the ground, the cop is finally able to place her in cuffs with the assistance of another officer. She's cursing the whole time and she keeps asking for the cop's name, but he doesn't feel like repeating himself at that point.
Stop.
What's your
Stop.
What's your
Stop.
What is
Stop.
What's your
Stop, Jessica. Jessica, stop now.
right?
Stop.
Stop.
Stop. Stop.
Shut the up. You
Stop,
don't know
Jessica.
who the I am.
Stop.
Ooh.
Stop.
Ooh.
Now, what you remember between you and taking us in, correct?
Stop. Stop.
Oh my God.
Stop. Stop now. Stop.
What the
Go ahead and get one cup on her. They're right behind you. Grab her. Yeah. They're right behind you. Hey, be still. Try to lose the dog in the car. He's not.
Go ahead. Arrest me. Go ahead.
You are under arrest.
I know, honey, and that's fine.
Stop. I got her.
What's your name? What's your name?
As the cops are escorting her to their car, she keeps repeating that her kid is in her car, and one of them tells her that she shouldn't make this harder than it should be. After quite a bit of trouble, they are finally able to put her inside their car.
Get the fuck off me.
Hey.
What's your name?
Stop now. 61.
61. Oh yeah, I'm so. Ow! Stop! I have back injury.
Stop. You still.
Oh yeah, no, I'm so bad. Oh, I'm the worst.
All I do is ask you to put your hands on your back.
Bitch, I asked you what your fucking name was. Fuck
Debbie
you.
Scott. I told you that when I pulled you over. Get up.
What's your name?
Stand up, Jessica.
Oh, sure. Let's. Stop. My kid is.
You're going in this car. Stop.
My kid is in my.
Stop.
Hey, be still, Jessica.
You're making this. You're doing this in front of your kids.
I'm
Stop.
crying right now. I will fucking kill everybody. Fuck
No, you
all of
won't.
you.
Have a
My
seat.
kid is standing.
We're going to talk to him. Have a seat.
I don't care. What the fuck?
See, I'm going to spray you.
The woman, who we learned is named Jessica, then starts screaming her kid's name, but the cop warns her that she will get sprayed if she doesn't get inside the car. She tells him to shut up, but he doesn't actually let that bother him, and he asks her once again to get inside of the car, and this time she actually listens, probably after realizing that she chose the wrong cop to mess with.
Get in the car. Your kids want to see you get sprayed.
Cyrus,
Get in the car.
Shut the fuck up.
Get in the car now.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm going to spray you. Come on. Have a seat. Jessica, have a seat. You're going to get sprayed.
I'm telling you right now, I don't care. I don't care, hun. I don't care.
And the next thing you know, the cop approaches the kid and asks him if his dog is going to bite him, and the kid tells him no. Then he let the kid know that his mom is fine and that he's going to let him talk to her in a bit. The cop then proceeds to give the kid a badge.
Buddy, hey, is that dog going to hurt us?
Does your dog bite?
Is that dog going to hurt us?
She's a bulldog. She will not bite.
Okay.
What's your name, buddy?
Hey, just so you know, your mommy's okay, okay? She just tripped on that hill right there. She's fine, okay? Calm down. I'm going to let you talk to her, all right? Okay? You be tough for me? You want a badge? You want a sticker badge? Yeah? Let me get you one of those, okay? You're fine. Okay, your mama just tripped on that hill. Okay? I'm gonna let you talk to her in a second. There you go, buddy. Let's make you a deputy, okay? There you go. So right there like I got one. Look at that. You gonna be okay? Yeah? Alright, let's try this Tuesday, buddy. You're fine. Alright? Mommy's fine. I'm gonna let you talk to her in a second, okay? She just gotta calm down. She's a little upset. Alright? Sound good? Okay, buddy.
While the cop is returning to his car, he runs into another officer and then explains to him what happened and tells him that she was resisting so much that she almost got sprayed. A female officer then opens the car door just to check on Jessica, but she's met with rather inappropriate behavior. You're not going to believe it, but at one point, Jessica even spits at the officers, leaving them in shock. They close the door again and prepare to take her to the station. Jessica was eventually charged with the DUI while accompanied by a minor, resisting an officer without violence, and driving with a suspended license. When a cop conducted a traffic stop on May 30th, 2023 for a missing taillight, he never expected that it would turn into an absolute nightmare. As soon as he approached a woman driver, he introduced himself and told her the reason for the stop, and then proceeded to ask her for her license, registration, and proof of insurance. As she was getting him those documents, the cop asked her a couple of questions related to the dog in the back seat. He also asked her if they had any weapons in the car, and she said no. So far, she was being very cooperative, but that would change later on.
How you doing? Hey, I'm Deputy Young. The reason I'm pulling you over is because you only got one taillight working right now, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, can I get your license, registration, proof of insurance? Is this the puppy back there? Yeah. Okay. Any weapons in the car that you know about? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where you coming from?
Picking me up and we going in the room?
Okay. You have ID on you, sir?
I might have. Might.
Do you have anything that has your name on, like a card or something? Like a debit card or something like that?
I do have my ID. It was loose earlier,
Okay.
and
Get that for me. 264.
When the officer got everything he needed, he came back to his car where you can hear him talking to another officer, telling him that the man in the passenger seat was shaking for some reason. He then returned to their vehicle and ordered the man to step outside, and he did just that, but he was also very confused. The next thing you know, the cop placed him in handcuffs. While the cop was getting him in handcuffs, the man was saying something about paying tomorrow, but the cop was having none of that.
First, still nervous hell. The hands won't stop shaking. He's got a commit. That's why he's shaking. I don't know why she's shaking.
We'll go check it.
264.
Calm down, sir. Hey, calm down.
Hey, step out for me. It's that way.
This way.
It's that way.
Just relax.
Relax, man.
Relax.
Keep saying what's up.
So warm your wrist. Commitment.
So, I'm going to pay that tomorrow.
I know. We don't have a choice.
Today?
We don't have a choice though, bro. The judge put a warrant on you.
Sir, if I don't go pay that tomorrow, I'll tell myself and myself.
You know how many times we've heard that,
No,
right?
sir, I don't know how many times, but you see where I'm at.
Let's see where you're at.
I will be
I
all
got
the
you.
time.
I got you. Wait.
But I can't get nobody.
Take him to my mom's house. Yeah, take him to your house.
Right.
Please, sir.
Do me a favor, ma'am.
Once he dealt with the man, the cop returned to the driver and told her to roll up the windows so the dog wouldn't jump out, and then had her step out of the vehicle. Once she was out, he told her that they were going to search the car because they had reason to believe that there were narcotics in there. The cop then proceeded to ask her when was the last time someone used narcotics in her car, and she denied everything. She also had a problem with them searching her car, but the cop explained to her why they needed to do that. The next thing you know, she was yelling at the cop, asking him about the probable cause, and he just told her that his dog alerted. She didn't agree with that and continued to yell some more.
Do me a favor. Roll your windows up and step out the car for me, okay? I don't want the dog to jump out, so roll your windows up for me. Yeah, I'm gonna explain everything to you. Just step out. I'll explain everything to you. Well, drop your lighter. Shut your door for me real quick. Alright, step over here to the front of the car. I'll explain everything to you. I got you. I understand. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't drive down the road if you don't want to be feeling that. So have a seat right there. The reason I got you out of the car is I have a narcotics detection canine. I'm going to run my dog around your car as part of his traffic stop. He's requested me to do that. So I had you roll the windows up so the dogs don't interfere with each other. Bleiben. Come here. Bleiben.
215 at 342.
Yes. Man. Load. Alright, so I'm not saying there's anything in there right now. I'll tell you the way this works, okay? When was the last time anybody has used narcotics in that vehicle? Or had narcotics in that vehicle?
Nobody.
So I'm gonna search the car, there's not gonna be shake, there's not gonna be...
You're not searching my car.
I am searching your car, my dog alerted on the car. It's probably gonna search the car. So,
No, he did not.
okay, I'm not gonna argue with you, that's it.
You cannot search my vehicle.
If you start arguing and interfering, you're gonna...
I can tell you,
No.
you cannot search my vehicle. No, what's your probable cause?
My dog alerted.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Are you okay?
Don't make that
Stop.
sound.
Hey.
Stop doing
Haley.
that sound.
Here's the thing.
So you know the difference in...
Haley.
You know, I'm not gonna explain it, you're not a canine.
You're not searching my vehicle.
Can you get your
There's
dog?
no probable
Stop.
cause.
Can you get your dog out of the car for me?
The woman then asked for a supervisor, but the cop wanted her to remove her dog from the vehicle first. She wanted to do that, but only after she spoke to the supervisor. This is where the cop had to remind her that she wasn't in charge here and that she doesn't get to dictate the rules.
Can I speak to your supervisor?
Can you get the dog out the car for me?
After I speak to your supervisor.
You've struck
Oh, let me explain one thing to you, ma'am. You are not in charge here, okay?
While he was asking her for the second time to get her dog out of the vehicle, another officer interrupted him and told her that they were going to call animal control if she didn't comply. The first officer then told her that he didn't want to hurt the dog, which seemed to calm her down, so she finally listened and let the dog out. The woman then approached the officer and asked him how their dog alerted, and he said that he wasn't sure how the dog alerted and he wasn't his handler, but that he definitely alerted.
Can you please get your dog out so I don't have to...
We're gonna call animal control if you don't get going.
I don't want to hurt the dog. I have my own. I don't want to hurt your dog. Can you please get the dog out for me?
Let me grab some gloves and search.
When your dog is done doing doggy stuff, can I please have you come back to my vehicle?
How did the dog alert?
Every-
How the dog barks when...
So just like how people are different from each other, every dog is different. All right. I've seen dogs bark. I've seen dogs sit down. I've seen dogs just stare and point with their nose. I'm not that dog's handler, so I can't tell you what that dog's alert is. But apparently he alerted. Okay.
After a little break, the woman wanted to know how that was related to her missing taillight, and the cop basically told her that she didn't need to worry about anything if she didn't have any narcotics in the car. He also explained to her that the dog did a free air sniff while he was conducting his traffic stop. The free air sniff technique is commonly used by law enforcement with trained canines. The idea is that the dog can detect the presence of illicit substances by sniffing the air for the scent of drugs without needing to directly search or touch personal property.
You pulled me over for a brake light.
Tail light. Correct.
So how does this have to do with a tail light?
Well, his dog did a free air sniff, and It alerted to the presence of narcotics to your vehicle. If there's no narcotics in it, you have nothing to worry about. While I was doing my traffic stop, dog did a free air sniff.
The woman then asked why they had brought the dog in the first place. The cop replied that he does it routinely and reminded her that she wouldn't have anything to worry about if there were no narcotics in her vehicle. She was displeased with his response and questioned him about probable cause. The cop told her that he didn't need probable cause for that. She attempted to counter his statement by mentioning that she had a police officer in her family, but he disregarded her comment.
What was your reason for bringing the dog out?
I do it whenever I pull people out, and I feel like I need to.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, if there's no narcotics in there, then you have nothing to worry about.
Just do whatever you want if you're an officer. You pulled me over for a tail light.
I did pull you over for a tail light. Yeah, that's correct.
I'm not worried about it, but you pulled me over for a tail light, and that's
Okay.
what I'm irritated about.
I need you to stay over here. I need you to stay right here. Well, pull it back over here.
That no probable cause of bringing the dog out and searching my kid.
I don't need probable cause to have the dog come out.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I had an officer in my family.
Yourself, we can run a dog around any vehicle we want to as long as it's part of a traffic stop. We don't have to have a probable cause for that.
Sorry for. Can you give my cigarettes?
No, not right now.
You give my cigarettes?
Yeah, in a minute.
Why in a minute? I don't.
Excuse me, man. Can I get you to go to the front, please?
After they found illegal substances, the cop proceeded to put her in handcuffs. She became rather aggressive and kept yelling that those weren't her things.
Okay.
It's not my night, Ollie.
Okay. Oh. Let's see the dog. Quick. All right.
What are you?
Want to hold this dog for me real quick?
What are you grabbing me for?
Because I'm about to put you in handcuffs.
That's not my stuff. That's not my stuff.
Open the car.
That's not
You're gonna
mine.
get more charges.
Stop.
That's not mine.
Stop.
That's his bag. That's not
Stop. We'll
mine.
Figure it all out. In our narcotics investigation, we'll see what he says about it.
That's not mine. That's not
184.
mine.
We have one more year at 10-8. Yeah, we're 10-4. Got a adult female. Adult male 10 again.
Hold on. Stop. Stop. I'm trying to adjust your cuffs.
Silly.
Stop moving.
Tie the sock on my wrist.
Stop moving.
Bitty, they're not tight. He's
Bullshit.
fixing it. He's trying to fix it. The more you move around,
Stop moving.
you are moving. I'm watching.
Stop.
How much dope have you done tonight on the way?
I don't do dope.
Stop moving. Stop moving.
Did you find anything in my shit? No, the fuck you did.
You're the driver of the car. It's your car.
After a whole lot of yelling, the cops were finally able to put the woman in their car. The cops can then be heard saying that they found a lot of stuff and that there might be more.
It's in your car. Possession's not against
I picked him up. I'm not supposed to know what he has in his stuff.
See what it says. Hopefully he says it says.
It's not mine.
Have a seat.
It's not mine, sir.
Have a seat for him. Turn.
I don't
Turn.
want this man.
Turn.
Move your feet. Yeah, she's got needles all over. But there's still a ton of stuff in here, so there could be more.
The cop who first made contact with the woman told the other cop that he knew that this was going to be bad as soon as he started talking to her. After they were done with the detailed search of the vehicle, one of the cops approached the woman again and started asking her questions. She was crying the whole time and kept insisting that none of that stuff were hers except for the white makeup bag and the beach stuff.
I knew when I saw the Narcan, I was like, oh, this is going to be the bag.
Yeah.
But I was
Yeah,
still in the bag.
she wanted to leave real bad.
Oh.
All right, let me put my gloves on now. Okay.
I just went for the purses because I knew, man. I was
yeah.
getting one of these purses. Get color pencils and the coloring books, and I was like, oh, they're gonna be putting that. They got all the coloring books.
I tell my girlfriend all the time. She works in the jail,
Yeah.
and sometimes she has to do color books herself. I'm like, you have some real method tendencies. It's hurting my angel.
Really?
I'm all done on my end.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got.
Really? All right. So, where are y'all coming from again?
I picked him up from. I don't know whose house it was, but it was over from Michigan. It was by the smoking stack.
Okay. Who was he?
A friend of mine.
Okay.
More like a friend with benefits type thing.
Okay. So, what in that car is yours?
Just a white bag and the makeup bag and the beach stuff.
Okay. Have you ever used narcotic before in the past?
Yeah, like
Okay. What did you
months ago. I mean,
What did you use in the past?
Beach bag.
What did you use in the past?
I smell weed.
So anything else that you used in the past?
Yeah, when I was a teenager.
Well, what did you use as a teenager? Anything else that you used? All right. Do you do any pills? Okay. When you used to take cocaine, how did you ingest it? Eat it? That sounds nasty.
After asking about whether or not she used narcotics in the past, the cop moved on to the man and read him his Miranda rights. Once he was done with that, the cop asked the man if he would be willing to answer some questions, and the man said no. The cop then approached the woman and told her what was gonna happen. As soon as she heard that she would be charged too, she burst into tears again. As the female officer was searching her, she could be heard repeatedly saying that the items they found weren't hers. Both of them were eventually charged with possession of paraphernalia and possession of controlled substances.
I'll read your rights. Okay. I'm gonna ask some questions. You have the right to remain silent. With these rights in mind, do you wish to answer my questions, yes or no? You said no? Okay. So I'm gonna let you know what's gonna happen, okay? I'm going to have a female come up here and search you. Alright? After that, both you and him are gonna be charged. Okay?
What?
Alright?
I thought you were gonna get a confession from him that's not mine.
I talked to both of you already.
Sir.
Alright?
Sir.
Hang tight. Step out for me.
What?
It's not mine.
You have anything on you that's gonna hurt me? Let me finish the question. I'm not even done. Hope me or get you in trouble. Right?
Right. Ask him. I didn't ask him.
Told you I talked to both of y'all.
That's the officer's deputy saying
You never answered my question.
Yes, ma'am. I told you I talked to both of y'all already.
Hey.
Well, talk to me.
Oh, you better tell them that shit ain't mine. That shit ain't right. You're not gonna do me like that.
Good.